Alright, I believe we're good to go here. Let me get all booted up here. Greetings and salutations. Controller is working. Brilliant stuff. Hope your day's gone well. I had a little bit of a scare where, when I was streaming, like testing the streaming out, it was pretty low and, just bouncy all over the place as far as signal strength was concerned. And I was like, that's unusual. And then, so I was looking around, looking for options. And then as it turns out, so the Ethernet cable just wasn't plugged in all the way. So it was just running off of my wireless card. Which, of course, was a bit scary. It's not exactly what you would call ideal for running there. Okay, that's up there. Oh! Why fall down that there? Why specifically here? This is interesting, that's all. Oh, that weirdly worked. I am the champion. Now we just gotta figure out how to open this door. Oh, I see. There's a whole slew of stuff going on over there. I see. Alright. Which is unfortunate because we gotta pick the bomb up, we gotta throw it, and then make sure it's in a position that is adequate. No worries. First try every time. Right? Layer 1 problem. There we go. Easy peasy. Not even a sweat. I'll just climb up here. Whoop, there we go. Just rolling magnificently into the... No! No! No hugs today. None of those. Yes. It's gotta think about it. It's a big room. Okay, we're gonna jump towards this guy. There we go. Just want you to attack so that I can attack. Like I said, hope your day is going well. I got some recording done for the next set of videos I'll be uploading. Those should be up tomorrow. Tried to get the jump on that guy. Didn't work. And then just wait it out some more. Trying to think. Like I had a cold last week. That's much better now. Just still, every once in a while, my nose just wants to generate a gallon of mucus for no real reason. Whew, almost got off the edge there. Perfect. I will say, it's nice you're having a decent day. It's actually really cloudy over here. Don't think it's gonna rain, but it's nice to not have sunshine for a while. Unless if you're Hobbs, who's deeply upset that there is a lack of sunlight, which means there's no warm place to sleep. It's truly tragic. He's taking his anger out by taking a nap. Alright, we'll go see if this room is important. It's not as important the first time round. Oh, that's just rude. Oh, that's rude. Oh, gosh. Okay, I did see a heart drop. Yes, I want that. I need that. Alright. So was that it? It's just a trap room, basically. Oh, there is a goat skulltula there. Good luck getting that, because we're gonna need to get a boomerang just to acquire that. No siree. Alright. So there's something else in this room we gotta do then. See, more bombs. Oh, it's a ghost. My shield should be able to block it if he goes for the attack. One would hope so. I'm in turtle mode. Okay, yes. This is what we do. Hide in turtle mode. Trying to think, not much has been happening super lately. I think the new Pokemon games, well, new's a strong word, but the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl come out either today or this weekend, something like that. Okay, Suppose is the name of the game. I understand what's happening here. It's what I saw way back there. There we go. But it's exciting to see those coming to the Switch. That's one I'll have to keep my eye on because that particular generation of Pokemon is the only one I haven't played. I played every other like main generation of Pokemon, but that one. Like, I know quite a bit of Pokemon. Okay, we need to... Yes, okay, so these go all the way around. I knew I saw something. See another Poghost. We're gonna try to ignore it for now. There we go. To be fair, like with Pearl and Diamonds, I don't like any of the looks of the starter Pokemon, to be honest. I'm like, they all don't look cool. So, that's something. I'm like, it's giving me a reason not to be as heavily interested in it as the others, but I should at least play at least the remastered. There we go, Bomb Bag. Do want that. But I should play those one day on the Switch so that I can be like, I've actually played every single generation of Pokemon. But yep, never got around to it. Basically went from playing, whatchamacallit, Ruby and Sapphire on the GBA, and then went into playing the, hang on, we gotta, okay, good, we can make it to the bridge. And then went to playing Black and White afterwards. So, it was a bit of an interesting turn of events, as it were. Okay, yes, this button. And just, yep. Yes. And just try to get out of the way there. We need to figure out, because there's a wall that's bombable. We need to see if we need to deal with that. It's just hidden off to the side, but it doesn't show up on the map as something, so it's probably like a false... It's like a red herring. Just a false wall, as it were. Yeah, it contains a little stone, which we don't need. Definitely don't need it. Good old bombing walls, though. Doesn't get any better than that. There's one room I can see. I don't have a compass. Oh, I do. Never mind, I do. I'm used to seeing it on the actual map. But it means going through that wall and then seeing where that goes. Right, monsters from a high vantage point, indeed. Best way to get them with bombs. Abominable walls, yes. Nature's deadliest enemy. Just like the snowman. Go walk around in here. So this is once again backwards from how we usually get through this room, I think. No, it's just mirrored. Good. Tell you what, though. Could stand to find some more. Oh. Well, it looks like the Dodongos were super helpful. Got bombs, though. Which is helpful, actually. Okay, we've got multiple gravestones. Okay, that's just rude. This is totally unnecessary. He doesn't need to be here. Who gave him the invites? I certainly did it. Right. It's important when using the bike to have hands on the wheels. Tiny detail, though. Did they all have to be moved, or was it just the first one I saw as the switcheroo? That's none of them. None of them's the key. Alright, so we're missing something. Gravestones are not the key. Which means, oh no, I just want to pull you out for first-person view. I don't think I can jump up there. I see a gold Skulltula there. I don't think I can... Yeah, my stubby little hands won't jump that far. However, this is incredibly close enough. Oh, there's a thing. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, I see what this game's doing to me. See what it's doing. That was about as perfect of a shot as I could get. Alright. Oh, that looks terrible. A bunch of armor statues in the way. It's holding a treasure chest. So I wonder what this does then. Maybe that's also a red herring. I'm just gonna drop that, see what happens, see if they wake up. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm just gonna... Yes! Now we're just gonna not get near them. Not intended. Okay. I see. There's a thing there, which if we blow that up, set up a chain reaction. Not to mention make them angry. Brilliant work. Alright. Now, let me check items real quickly. I only have the one bottle. Now, there's usually a fairy in here, so what I'm going to do is drink the bottle, hope there's a fairy. This gets tricky, too, because I need to have one hand on where the bottle item is, and then one hand to actually swing the sword of justice here. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Because I'd rather have that than the milk, if we're being honest. I'm going to switch that with that. There you go. Yes, it stalled there for a second. Alright. Oh, that way goes back. I actually wanted to check what the treasure chest was. Odds are it's not anything useful. However, this is Master Quest. We can't just ignore a thing like that. What's with the ghosts? What's with the ghosts? No one invited them to this party. Alright. Trying to think if anything has been happening. The Halo Infinite multiplayer actually dropped yesterday. It's free to play on the Xbox as well as Windows 10 systems. I've tried to do it on Windows 8 and it's not particularly happy about that. There we go, hiding this little treasure chest. Which means it really wasn't anything useful. Oh, baby. But if you want to poke ghosts, let me tell you. Let me tell you. You can easily get that. Oh, now I have to get back through. I don't have to solve the puzzle, I just need them out of the way. Because of course I do. This is why this is here. Gain the high ground. I've seen Star Wars, I know high ground's useful. There we go. Perfect. Now this is... Hopefully this respawns to the fairy? Yes, so I can just get the health back. Are you bombs by any... No, rubies. One over the other. It's fine. Alright. But yeah, so we've been playing a little bit of that. It's a very interesting... It's a very interesting take on sort of their multiplayer things. Just because, like, it's free to play, has a battle pass, which you have to spend money on if you want legitimately any of the good stuff. I don't see anything inside, because usually you push a block into there, but it really is nothing. That's fair. That's fair. Sometimes trying to open doors is difficult. So, like Halo Infinite isn't terrible. It does need some work, though. Like, I'm glad they're... Because it's technically in an open beta, is what it is, before the December 8th release, when the actual game and campaign come out. But it needs some work. It's definitely a little unstable at times. I don't like some of the maps just because it's like they'll place vehicles which are meant for the big team battles, where it's, in this case, it's 12v12, but they're on 4v4 maps, and some of them are quite strong to have. So if you manage to get to it, you just have a super large lead on them and all that. Roll into a corner here. Perfect. But still, it's a nice experience, like, right? Scary monster indeed. Like, Halo Infinite isn't a terrible experience all around. I'd like to see where they go with that from there. There we go. Just do this. There we go. Like, one of the reasons I'm still playing, like, split gates, not that I play it religiously, but one of the reasons I play it is that you can actually earn the premium currency, essentially, if you just keep playing every day. You can eventually get that, and then eventually buy the battle pass, and, you know, get some cool stuff out of that. And that's what I'm like, yes, give me a reason to play, you know, a little bit every day. Whereas Halo Infinite is like, yeah, you can play, and that's it. Fair is fair, though. Like, they have a bot match where you can, in essence, you and 3 other people can team up against a team of 4 computers, and they're relatively easy. It's a strong word. They're like normal difficulty for AI, as it were. Shouldn't have too much of a trouble facing them if you can take on normal enemies in campaign mode, basically. But it's a good way just to basically get like 1 or 2 games out of the way, and then just be like, no, I'm done for the day. It's because it's pretty quick. It's not a terrible thing. You can just basically earn your daily game experience points and then just be on your way there. The thing I don't like, and again, this is something I like in Splitgate, is that basically it's 4 game modes, I should say. One of them's ranked, which I'm not interested in. Then it's big team battles, which is the 12v12, the arena base, which is 4v4, and then bot match. But those are it for playlists. The specific type of games you can play, like Slayer, Capture the Flag, Oddball, those are all just added into that mix of the playlist. So, like, for instance, I don't particularly like playing Capture the Flag. I prefer more sort of Slayer type matches where you're just trying to earn kills, basically. But basically, in each of those game modes, there's a chance that I'll end up playing in a game of Capture the Flag. So that's a problem, because I'm trying not to play them. Whereas Splitgate, I can pick and choose what game mode I'd like to play. I don't have to... I'm not... You know, you can set it up to be just all of the options, but you can also just be like, no, I just want to play some Slayer mode. I can't be too critical, like, about that currently, just because the game is in open beta. Oh gosh, that worked really well. Nah, I can't even jump up there. Stubby little legs. There we go. But basically by December 8th, I'm hoping that the playlists become a lot more refined. And you actually see, like, even in, like, the Master Chief Collection, which came out way before... Oh, let's move backwards. It's safer. Trust me. You don't have to actually shield for those rocks. Just end up outrunning the Cataclysm. There we go. There we go. I wanted to manually aim and target them. Perfect. So, Master Chief Collection allows you to kind of pick and choose, like, the modes, as it were. Not, like, super incredibly specific, but it's still, like, a plus where it's like, no, you don't just randomly jump into a game, in essence. You have a little bit of control. So I'd like to see that happening. That's kind of my big hurdle. Well, one of them, actually, but... I'm like, if I just want to play Slayer mode, I'd like to be able to just pick Slayer mode. That would be nice. Because I'm not a fan of capture the flag shooter games. It's not my thing. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So first off, if we hit there we go. Correct buttons, we'll get somewhere. I don't mind, like, the oddball, which is, basically, you carry this ball. Someone carries the ball, they can't use their guns, but they can still melee people with it. I don't mind that, as it's a single objective, and it's usually, it's usually not super crazy where, you're off in a weird Mexican standoff with both the flags. No, it's just everyone's going after the same objective. And you're either defending your teammates or helping your teammates by slaying the enemy. Tiny details. Tiny details. We do want this fairy, I will say, so we can get the spin attack. It actually comes a little bit useful sometimes when facing the wall masters, those creepy hand things. They are not our friends. But having that can help us just a little bit in that department. And the next thing we want is Din's Fire, because that's basically necessary. And especially since this is Master Quest mode, we're going to want sources of fire. Going back down the mountain, sir. This is the taxi express way of doing that. Good stuff ahead. But yeah, we'll see how Halo Infinite keeps going. I think they've got some work to do. It feels like kind of, it's sort of like a nice like homage to how Halo 3 plays, just kind of modernized a bit. It's not too terrible. I need to figure out where the ledge is for me to drop off, because I'm in mirror mode and I need to make sure. Okay, yes. This is fine. Yes. Because I won't say no to grabbing this here. Looking ominous out there. That it is indeed. That it is indeed. Alright, we're gonna waltz on out of here. There's multiple Skulltulas, but I could come back for those if I need. And I really don't think I need any of that. I don't think I need to get the adult wallet. Don't think I can be fine with just 99 rubies all day, every day. So we gotta go back to Hyrule Castle. I'm hoping it turns to daytime by the time we get to the gate, or it's at least close enough to do so. Unless, like, I don't think I have. I usually don't. No, I don't have it. If I had grabbed the Sun Song, I could have done that. But that's not what I do. Do need more missiles. Oh, Nelly. Yeah, you should like my Metroid Prime 2 stuff, because I had to get some missiles. Ugh. This is not... you gotta get those delicious missiles. Once I get that uploaded. Alright. No one wants to mess with the Link. Okay. Got so scared by my sword skills. Wait till he sees my nunchuck skills. Alright. Gotta go all the way back to the castle so that we can go grab Din's Fire. Just, yep, don't mind me. Just your usual child running through the market. Just like that child chasing the chicken there. Alright. No. I'm just so upset that there's no sunlight that he's had to take a nap to get over the pain. It's terrible. What a terrible fate you have. It's not easy being a cat. It's just... can't imagine the troubles he goes through. There we go. Gonna want that. Alright. Now we go. We can do all that. The usual talky talks. Can grab some water though. I am running out though. Gonna have to conserve my rations here. Bum 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 bum. Just go through the text. I don't think any interesting news has happened recently. It's been a while. At least I'm glad I'm feeling better from last week and the week before that, technically. It is nice to be back to full strength. Yes! Right? I think all the Great Fairies in the 3D Zeldas are a little bit creepy in some way. Like, I don't think there's a normal Great Fairy. Like, in the 2D ones, they're all fine. They just look like slightly bigger fairies. But the 3D ones, for some reason, just wanted to go all out on the crazy factor. Just couldn't resist. There we go. Quickest way to get back out of the castle. I don't know why they can't just let me walk through the gate. It's like they're trying to keep me out. Trying to keep the peasants away from the king. Unheard of. Right? Like, I'm like trying to think of like the Great Fairies in different 3D Zelda games, and I'm like, no. Like Wind Waker's not so bad, but those Great Fairies have 4 arms, so it's like, oh, so they're still not human. Thanks for reminding me. We want to go this way, right? Yes. I'm pretty certain I want to go this way. I have to question my judgment every single time I'm in Master Quest mode, because I'm like, which way is the correct way? But yeah, like, the 2D Zeldas perfectly, like, those Great Fairies are perfectly fine, I think, for the most part. Like, unless if I'm missing something, they're all just basically larger fairies. There we go. But yeah, thankfully our interactions with them is kept to a minimum, even in Ocarina of Time. We do need, I think it's 2 more, because we want the double magic, and then we want the double defense. But we don't need... I might get Nero's Love. It's a possibility. Alright, it's everyone's favorite owl. And by favorite, I mean hated. Yes. At least this one. That one he's not like, oh, you want to hear my speech again? Like, oh gosh. That worked really well. There we go. I'm just gonna drop with R. Like how it is in some other Zelda games. Alright. Do I want the... Hang on. How many? I only have 1. So it's not very useful. In the slightest. I'll grab the chickie. I'll tell you why. Because we want a piece of heart. And there's no way I'll fall off the edge trying to do this. This will be a perfect execution every single time. We do need the chicken. That is highly important. Just to jump this. Jump over here. Weirdly, we don't need the chicken for this part. It's just very useful to have. But the whole purpose is to carry this chicken to the spot we want to use him on. Unless I'm completely mistaken. Alright. And then we gotta pick the chicken up before he panics. And then we gotta throw him up there. And then pick him up. Oh. You don't want him to run off, especially towards the rivers. Okay, where am I going? Hang on. I got this. Yes, okay. There we go. Okay. I don't need the chicken. Not that one anymore, at least. That's the part you need the chicken for, to glide to that little platform. And the reason we want to pick the chicken up quickly is because we don't want him to go off into the water. It's very scary, though. If you lose control of him and he touches the water, he just flies up because he hates the water. Okay. Okay, yes. Oh gosh, yes. Alright. And then we need this chicken to grab... Yes. Perfect execution. Alright. I'm going to jump... I think it's this way. I could be wrong. But I think I'm not. Whoa. Yes. Alright. Alright. But that's the second heart piece. Confirmed. Another splendid day for us. Getting at least like one extra heart container can help quite a bit. Just make us a little bit less fleshy. I didn't need the chicken, I just wanted to drop him there. Like I could have ditched the chicken much earlier, but it's way more fun to keep the chicken around. Way more fun. It'd be boring if I had to hold it, you know, if I just let him go. Let him be free. Those cuckoos make me think, though, that Harbs actually must be part cuckoo, because he doesn't like being held either. Tends to make a lot of noise. Doesn't necessarily squawk like a chicken, but he probably would if he thought it would get people to stop holding on to him. I think it's quite evident. He must scientifically be part cuckoo. Yes, talking about you. You can go back to napping, though. Because I'm not getting you food yet. Tragic. Alright. Here we go. Zora's Domain. We've got some things to do. Things to accomplish. This way. I'm used to the path going right. Muscle memory. I gotta stop it. Gotta trust with my eyes. My eyes, my boy. Alright, I'm gonna need these Deku sticks, though, so that I can light some torches. Because, yes, we need another heart piece. Yes, there we go. Just go down here. Gonna light. Yes! Alright. Torch. And then hopefully we get this right the first time, because muscle memory tends to... yep. Tried to go left. That was going to be a mistake. Okay. Torch 1. Perfect. Torch. So you want to light that first one that I did way after the Zora King, just because you'll run out of time if you try to just, you know, break for it. The stick will be a very unhappy stick. Because as it turns out, wood doesn't last long against fire. It just boggles the mind. Alright, there we go. 3 heart pieces. Beautiful work indeed. And then we're gonna go all the way back up. There's no easy way to deal with both lighting the torches and getting our little dive upgrade, the little Zora scale. You just kind of have to do both. Here we go. Just go this way. Yes, this way indeed. I don't know how you're supposed to figure out that this is the correct option, is to go talk to this guy so that you can actually make progress in the game, because we need the Zora scale to go grab the bottle which holds Princess Bruto's letter to give to the Zora King, so that we can go and do the dungeon. I don't know how you're supposed to figure that out by yourself, but you're supposed to. It's that whole strategy of talk to everybody and leave nothing behind, as it were. You see this a lot on, like, RPGs like Pokemon and Final Fantasy, but it was interesting to see, like, some of the mechanics in, whatchamacallit, Ocarina of Time, there we go. How you're supposed to just know some things. I also know, like, those tossing of the rubies, they're random as to, like, where they're gonna fall in the water every single time. And so you kind of just have to go with it. if they're grouped up, you might get really lucky where you can collect 2 in one dive. It's not always exact science, but it does work. There we go. Remember to go right to go left. There we go. Alright. What a graceful dive. My diving had nothing to do with what I had to actually get to for that. I had to collect rubies. I had to collect rubies to prove that I have diving skills. The good news is that the total number of rubies he tosses out are 5 blue ones, which is 25, and you pay 20 for the game, so even if you fail the game, if you collect 4 of them, you've got your, you know, you've remade the money. There we go. I was definitely a little bit off. Something's already inside. We don't even need to read it. There's also, there's a fishing minigame you can do here if you want another heart piece, which we don't need to do. But the fishing minigame is at least a nice relaxing way to kind of take a breather and try to catch like a 10-pounder fish. Can also take quite a bit of time, honestly. Those big fishies, they do not play nicely. Like, they don't want to be captured and stuffed into a fish tank. Seems weird to me. It's exactly what fish are meant to do. Either that or be eaten. One of the two. Alright. Time for this cutscene. Yes. The best cutscene ever, watching a guy waddle for several years. Glad they didn't speed this up in the 3D remake. This is truly a work of art. Booty. Booty. The good news is we get a bottle out of all this. It's a long process to get said empty bottle, but a bottle is a bottle nevertheless. And we will happily take little bottles. Alright. You know, I think we forgot to go grab the bottle at the Cuckoo Lady. Pretty certain we must have forgotten that, if I only have 2 bottles. Oh no, I forgot a fishy. Oh, fishies. I don't think there's a fish out here. Don't think there is one. Nope, I'm not seeing. Alright, we gotta go down. Gonna go back down to go back up. Actually, now that I think about it, because I have all this extra time, right? I don't want to commit too heavily to a dungeon immediately. So I say we go back to Kakariko Village. Grab the bottle there as well. This is brilliant. So I say we go back to Kakariko Village. We grab the bottles there. Because I'm pretty certain we got the Lon Lon Ranch one. And I might need all the extra, no, this way. All the extra bottles, especially there's a place called Ice Cavern, which I know I have to do and get blue flames for. That's not gonna be scary. Alright. And we're gonna go downstream. We get rubies, which we still can't hold, because we're already at our max. But it's a faster way, oh no. It's a faster way of getting somewhere. It's not the safest route, as you just seen with the scary Octorok, but it is faster, and I think that's what's important. Yes, run away! Actually, I'll just keep going with the stream, honestly. I'll just keep on swimming. One advantage, at least, with Ocarina of Time over like Breath of the Wild is that I don't have a stamina bar to tell me to get out of the water soon. I can just keep going. Can just keep on swimming, as they say. Just another day in the life. Tell you what, though, we're gonna have to wait for night to end because the cuckoos only come out during the day. Tragic. There we go. I mean, the other thing I could do, which may not be such a bad strategy, is we can go grab the Sun Song, because I might need that. Who knows? I might need that. 2 birds with 1 stone. I should have done all of this while I was here, but we were just on autopilot. Because usually I'd actually do grab the... I do the chicken thing right off the bat, but I'm pretty certain what I did do was actually go grab the other one first from Lon Lon Ranch, and then left, and then just didn't do this because I usually go grab a shield later. Basically, I'm all discombobulated with how I usually get things done. But no matter. This will work. Not like I don't have time to do all these things. Do have to worry about the ghosts, though. Because, weirdly, ghosts like to be at graveyards. Like, that's a good reason to hang around out here in the dark. Actually, I think they're only here in the adult years, which kind of makes sense. There we go. Hi, little monster. It's a happy sleepy. Anytime he gets to take a nap, he's happy. But apparently I'm a little too loud. He knows what I'm talking, like... That cat has a sixth sense for when I'm talking to him. Recognizes my voice. Yes. Some days you just gotta sleep through the day. Wait for the sunlight to come back. He does love his nap times. He also likes attacking humans. He is a big fan of the whole attack your best friends thing. Oh, they're good. Yes. Number 2. Number 3. Is that all the bats? Nope, I see a bat. Perfect. Oh, somebody dropped a heart. And I'll grab this one then. If I must. I believe if you light these torches, you can get a Hylian shield. One reason to have a dense fire around. Alright. Just row through. I can take the pain. I would rather take that than have the screamy screams happen. Because redeads are a little crazy. I gotta actually talk to the stone first, I forgot. I don't know, could be for you as well. It was describing Hobbs. Oh. So the other thing he does like is he likes being petted and brushed like a lot, especially when it's his best friends. But he doesn't like cuddles or being hugged, which I think should be illegal considering how soft and fluffy he is. He'd rather just have you pet him at arm's length. Definition of alertness. Just like the Hobbs. I didn't mean to talk to you again, Mr. Stone. Didn't want that. The good news, now it's daytime. Gonna walk through the poison mists here. Because it's faster. Weirdly faster that way. The other option is to get shouted at by the redeads, which no one wants. Or play the Sun Song to stun him and then walk past him safely, but that all sounds complicated and difficult. Alright, and then we get to leave this scary graveyard. Another happy day. There we go. Alright, cuckoo time. Alright, crazy lady. I'm gonna be taking some chickens, and we're gonna go adventuring. Woo! Alright. I think there's a chicken nearby here. There usually is when I drop one off of the edge, though. Alright, fair enough. I know there's one all the way over here. I'll tell you that much. This will be me trying to do this muscle memory. Which, of course, is a little difficult in a world that's been mirrored from what you remember. And just carry this happy chicken. Don't listen to those screams of distress. He's perfectly happy with his life right now. So we're gonna go up here, rescue this poor chicken by tossing that chicken off the edge. And then this one's gonna be our new best buddy. We'll come back for that chicken. He'll hang around for days once he chills out. Oh, there's that chicken, yes. We'll come back for you. It's closest to her, so we want to save that for last as much as possible. And then we're gonna jump the fence. There we go. Nope. I think I'm supposed to jump for the other fence. No worries. No worries, I know what I'm doing. I know precisely where I'm going. This chicken will be bald by the time we get through with all this. Alright, yes. And then we're gonna expertly toss him over the fences. Hopefully he stays in that little group. What you don't want to do is fall down that hole, because then that resets all the chicken placements. And no one wants that. No one wants that. So we're gonna go up here, toss chicken number 2 off the side, and then we're gonna go over this way, because we gotta climb ladders, and we can't do that while holding onto a chicken. That's not the ladder I want, is it? That's the ladder I want. Golly. We are just on top of it today. Climb up here. Perfect. And there's this chicken here. Chicken? Yes. We're actually going to go to the other side, because we're going to actually finally put some chickens inside their little playpen, where they belong. It's time to finally start herding these chickens in. Right. I'm super alert. There we go. Chicken! And then we gotta walk all the way here, because I'll forget about this chicken that's way up here. Like, way up here. Oops. That worked beautifully well. Alright, and come here, chicken. Come here, chicken. There you go. And then, bon voyage, chicken. What I like is, if you have a chicken and you run off the roof, you just kind of just glide off. Like, I don't know exactly why. It applies to some of these, like, these steps as well. Like, if you go down the steps, you just kind of glide like that. Like, somehow you're just lighter that way. Alright. Let's go find the rest of your cousins that I sort of threw around. May have done that. Oh, that's odd. They actually grouped up nicely for me. That's kind of what I was hoping for, that they'd go into the corner and just kind of chill in one spot. They don't always do that. They tend to wander about a bit. And that saves me a lot of trouble in dealing with them. Saves me a lot. Alright. Right. The buddy system. And just stay together. Alright. We got one more chicken who's trapped in a box. We gotta go get him. Yes. Box, box. Where are you, box? There's the box. You can actually hear the chicken crying out. If you've got the ears and the sound for it, I suppose. I think Navi actually will float in it and be like, something's weird with this box. I don't know how that chicken got inside the box in the first place, but I think he was trying to get out of this place. Trying his very best to escape his little playpen. Perfect. I've done it. There we go. Bottle number 3. While it's true we can get a 4th bottle, we will not be getting that. Too much work. Would rather just have the 3 bottles. It's safer. So now we can go all the way back to Zora's domain. And grab a fish. That's important. Just need a little fishy fish. Put us in a dungeon, and that'll be that. Made some good progress though, I'll tell you that. Got a 2nd dungeon out of the way. Always nice to have that. But yep. Today's the only day that I'll be streaming this week. That's why we're playing Ocarina of Time, and not like another project that I've got going on. I don't know what I mean, I played this game so many times. It's a brilliant game. What more can you say about a classic? Just how it is. Does play well though. Even if it staggers like that on occasion. This is the first time I've collected a magic jar? Not used to that. To be fair, that's a fair spot to get that. It's a fair spot to get those magic pots. Right? And it's fun to come back too to playing Master Quest, which I've beaten once, played twice. Just weird to say that, but that's true. I couldn't beat it the first time, not because it was too difficult, just because the game actually wouldn't let me do it. The magic jars refill your magic power, the little green bar when you use them. Right? Cow switches, as it were. It's one of the weirder things about Master Quest. Doesn't get any better than that. I'm just going over here, yes, yes. There you go, just climb, climb, fall down, climb, rinse and repeat. Alright. So we're almost at the dungeon. That is the one thing, like, I don't miss about older Zelda games, is, like, the specific save locations that you can actually save. Where it's like, if you save in a dungeon, you'll start back at the start of a dungeon. If you save anywhere else, you'll start back at the start location. Just not. I'm like, I don't miss that. I like saving wherever I can and then loading up right where I saved. Even in, like, Skyward Sword, I love the fact that there were save statues even inside dungeons. Where it's like, yes, I can actually take a break inside the dungeons. Although it's fair, those dungeons in Skyward Sword are actually kind of long. Not gonna lie. They were not an easy thing to go through. Oh gosh, I forgot a fish. Again. No, we planned it this way. We certainly haven't done this a second time through. Alright, the choo-choo's changing into colors. Very, very cool little feature. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy that they have that as a mechanic inside Breath of the Wild. To be fair, there's so many crazy things in Breath of the Wild. And most of it is not even useful as far as, like, what it can do. It's just they could put it inside Breath of the Wild because they could. The engine could handle it. But yeah, it's very cool that the choo-choos can change that. Right? Yeah, changing forcibly changing choo-choos to their elements that you need. It's not... It's a good system, but you had to figure that out, or someone else discover kind of deal. Like, that was not... Nowhere in the game does it ever explain to you that that's something you had to do, or something that was an option. It was not... But there's a lot of little things like that in Breath of the Wild. Just some interesting things. They were like, yeah, you can do that. Why not? Make it part of the game. Won't be a problem. Alright. Right? It's not exactly a known thing, like I said. There we go, cows in the wall. The cow switches of justice. It'll be brilliant. Oh, no. Don't you do it, Mr. Octorok. We're all friends. Oh, gosh. We're all friends here, apparently. But that is gonna be it for today. We'll come back. I'll come back next week. Like I said, I won't be here. Won't be here tomorrow as I usually would be. But next week, I'm hoping, is just a normal week, but we'll see what happens with that. But that is gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be uploading my videos sometime tomorrow, so you can be on the lookout for that if you want. But thanks for sticking around. Enjoy the company as always, and I will see you next week. Take care, everyone.